know why I'm here, and I know why I'm here as well. And I look forward to it all the time. This is a good moment for me. Not necessarily for the book, but because I'm meeting you all, people. Because I deal with people, I make films with the people, for the people. And I know why you're here. You're here because of my book. The book is a result of long years of being in the show business. I've been working and working and working since the time I got my first break in the early 40s, 43, 44. And I came to Mumbai, now Mumbai, then Bombay, to be a star. And I struggled for 2 years until the time I got my break. And once I got my break, then I was happy, moving ahead and work. And until the time, suddenly, a lot of people, publishers and fans and well-wishers, they kept on saying, "Want to do a book?" I said, "No, come on." A lot of writers chased me because we wanted to do a biography. I said, nobody can do anybody's biography in a very honest way unless you do it yourself. So one day, one of those days, I was rambling the streets of New York, and I thought, I was in a mood to write something. I wrote something, and I thought that it wasn't bad. So I said I wrote myself, and the result is romancing with life. Because we are romancing with life all the time. The very fact that you are here, the very fact that you are here is because somewhere in the back of our mind is the man who's written a book. You come to romance with me in that context. And the reason for the name is also because I've been in the movies as a star, and there is a maker, producer, writer, director, still making films. I've just launched a picture, and I don't know why, but the audience gave me a label of a romantic star. But the fact remains, every movie is romantic. There's no story without romance. It would be dull. There has to be a streak of romance in any story that you read or hear about. So I enjoyed writing my book, and long span means 62 years of my work in the movies. I could have done 6 books. It's a long span, but you cannot fit everything into one book because it has to be readable. So I took out some pieces that were in my mind and wrote my book in a very screenplay form, and I gave it to the Penguins, and I've come here for the international edition, which makes me feel good. Why not? Many of you were not even born when I got my first break in the movies. So if you have any questions, I know it's very customary to read passages from the book. I will not. Because which passage to read? They're all my favorites.
That's true.
So it's difficult, but I'm open to all the questions that each one of you has in your mind about a man, a very ordinary man called Dev Anand, sitting in front of you. My friend Sharon, I met in Scotland. Darling lady, a great friend, a great speaker, a great orator. We get on very well. Why are you here, Sharon, to talk about me?
Well, I thought I was going to be here to be your next star, David.
You can.
I thought you were looking for a young, gorgeous blonde.
You can pick up from where I'm leaving now. Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So, ladies and gentlemen, it is absolutely a privilege and an honor. As many of you here know, this is before you a legend. But not only a legend, a man with a vision, a man with an incredible heart, a man of imagination, a man of talent. And it was my privilege and pleasure, and when I say this in the office and amongst my friends, to spend a weekend with Dev Anand in Inverness, it does make me look rather naughty, Dave. However, my husband was also there, but I never tell that bit of the story because it's not quite as exciting. But we spent the most wonderful weekend, as Dave was in Inverness, looking at locations and looking for inspiration for his next movie. And from the UK's perspective, to have this talent and this wealth of experience, this wealth of knowledge come to our shores is indeed a great pleasure. And I feel very humbled to be in his company, to see that inspiration and to share just some of those wonderful moments of his great history. Here is, ladies and gentlemen, a legend. And I think we're all very privileged here this evening, not just to be able to share the knowledge and the story that's in here, and I've actually got to confess I've had a sneak preview because I got a copy of the book in Inverness, so I can say it's a fabulous read. But not just to share the book and the story, but also to share some perhaps greater moments and some greater insight that maybe we can help unpick by having this great legend with us this evening. And so if I may, sir, can I maybe invite some questions from the audience, or maybe ask some questions myself, so that we can get even more insight and more excitement from this incredible life that you have so graciously shared with us. So are there any questions, sir?
So what are you most proud of, both in your career as well as in your life?
Well, I'm not proud of anything so far. But every time I do something which is straight out of my heart, I start feeling proud of it because I get very involved. And because I get involved, that's my pride. Because if I get involved, then I want to do my best. Whether it's accepted by the world or not, but it comes straight from my heart.